Well, Shemai, and welcome back to Lyng District Motor Railway. When I first started this, I wanted to have at least 4 locals run at the same time. I've managed to achieve that as of this week. So I'm happy to say I've got 4 locals running around the track. You probably hear them in the background, and they all run nice and smooth, no issues, so I can now start doing some scenics. The fact I've reached this milestone is a massive achievement in my eyes as a novice learning the trade, as it were. I want to thank everybody that gave me advice, especially over the points. Thank you very much. I took everybody's advice on board. I did every little test I could, and I've got it working, so I'm pleased with that. You'll see that running in the background. There'll be a little running session, a little bit about me, talk about point motors, but most of all I want to dedicate this session and this video to my mother-in-law Doreen, who sadly passed away on the 21st of October. She loved coming in the shed, she loved them running around, she was always keen to help me, keen to support me I should say. So in her memory this episode is dedicated to her. Right, so what I thought I'd do is very quickly show you what I have to do with the MP1 motors before I can use them on my layout. I buy them from DCC Train Automation. You can get them singly or packs of 6. And the very first thing I have to do, they come pre-set up for double O gauge, but because I'm using N gauge I have to just configure them slightly. On the back of that you'll see 2 screws. Now I saw a YouTube video where the guy took the whole back off. Please don't do that. I found it really hard because the motor pops out. Take that off and then just pull that bit off, and then that shows you, I'm trying to see if I can get in there, see if I can get the light on to see if I can show you. But basically what you're looking at there is a little nib that stands up. That's for double O gauge, and I need to move that from there to there for N gauge. So I need my long nose pliers. Back in a minute. Right, so now with my long nose pliers, I turn it over because it's easier to grab, and then I take the little nib out of there. Bear with me because this is so fiddly, it's so small. And then I have to put it into there. I don't know if you can see that. And then look for the channel, line the channel up, slip it back over, and then flip the whole thing over and tighten them screws up. So just loosen these two, slip that out, turn the pin to N, put that back in on the right channel, screw them in. And if you look at it, you'll see that it's offset. That means when I turn it on, it's going to go that way. So that allows me to line it up on the layout. The next thing then I have to do is connect the 3 wires there. So that's the common. So I usually go black, green, red. And then this part is the switch. So the idea is I'll switch some lights over. You'll see on the top there's got a switch there. So when I fire this off, the switch goes over at the same time. And then I'm going to have lights on here, red and green LEDs, so that when it's in one state it's red, when it's in the other state it's green. And again it'll be red or black, common, green, red. And then once it's on the layout, I can then configure this out. These will be connected to some blocks, so I can swap the wires around a lot easier. So just thought I'd show you that. Yeah. My only issue with these is the screws that you get to fix them are so tiny. They are impossible to fit from underneath. So what I do is I mount these onto plywood, and then I screw the plywood in. It's a lot easier for me with my big fingers. I found over the various successes I've had, this is my best method, and I can position it accurately then. So that's what I'm going to try and do now. Get that in place for you. So apologies if you don't see exactly what I'm doing because everything's in the way. I'm hoping you can see it, but I'm just going to screw that into there. As you can see, so that way then when I put the pin in, a little metal pin that goes through there. I'll just undo that. Pin will go through there, held in place. Now I tighten this up, but I don't do it too tight. And the reason why is I want to be able to push that pin down afterwards once I've got it through. So it's going to fit that way up. It's going to move from right to left, and therefore on my point that I'm trying to put it in, which is, I don't know if I can show you this, but yeah, so it's going to go there on that point there, and it's going to go left to right from underneath. So hopefully I'll get that in place.